Gia Lai is a province in the Central Highlands. It's the second largest province of Vietnam. The name comes from the Gia Lai people, one of the local indigenous groups. A land of natural wealth and beauty. It shares the border with Kon Tum province on the north, Đà Lạt province on the south, Cambodia on the west, and Quang Ngai Binh Dinh Phú Yên province on the east. Before 1975, Pleiku, the capital town of Gia Lai province, was regarded as the outpost of the U.S. armies and the armies of the Republic of Vietnam in Tactical Zone 2 in the Central Highlands. The lands of scorching sun and red soil dust with roaring bombs during the war, is now a wealthy mountain area with immense rubber, coffee, and tea plantations. This province is an ideal destination for travelers wanting to explore the wild nature, the food, and the unique culture of the Central Highlands ethnic groups. To begin with many places in Gia Lai, travelers should skip. The first place is Thưởng Lake. Also known in Vietnamese as Bien Ho, Thưởng Lake is one of the lakes having the most natural and romantic beauty, endowed by the Mother Nature. This lake was formed from a volcanic crater. If you stand and look away, it's so hard to see the shore. Bien Ho resembles like the eyes of Gia Lai people in general, and Pleiku people in particular. Phu Quang Waterfall has not only a wide natural beauty, but also a majestic waterfall with 45-meter height. At a distance of 45 kilometers southeast of Pleiku City and 3 kilometers from Chisit town, with an entrance ticket price at 25,000 Vietnamese dong for two. For your fatigue, once for now, as you touch the waterfall rocks with your bare feet. The highlight of the area is also thousands of yellow rocks with different shapes and species and colorful white flowers grow in between the alternating white stone in front of the fall, where tourists can take a seat and enjoy snack drink.
Hi dear, I'm Mian and you can call me Haley. I'm delighted to be here to tell you about Gia Lai food. Have you ever eaten any Vietnamese food? Do you know Phở? Phở is the most famous Vietnamese noodle in the world, and millions of Vietnamese people enjoy Phở. And when we talk about Phở, we can't not talk about the rifle, a great playful dish, and that is too hard to resist. And the rifle had two bowls, one keeps noodle and another keeps shell. The main component of Phở is dry noodle, slices of beef or chicken, and soup. In addition to increase the taste of the dish, Phở usually eaten together with chili sauce, lemon, coriander, basil. And the special thing I would like to mention is the rifle has its sauce called hoisin sauce, and it's so good. You have to try this. After being cooked, all of the ingredients are mixed together and the dish is ready to be eaten. According to each person's taste, pepper or soy sauce can be added for more flavor. Many citizens like to have the rifle for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. Nowadays, Phở can be found everywhere, not just in Vietnam but also all around the world. There are many famous places in Pleiku that you can enjoy this typical dish, such as some places I put here. It costs about 20,000 to 30,000 VND for a normal bowl, and about 40 to 70,000 VND for a special bowl. The cost could be cheaper in other places. You can find this everywhere in Gia Lai because Gia Lai had too much chef that sell driver. If you come to Gia Lai, you have to try this. The next food I would like to talk is pancake. I have a passion for cake, so when talk about food, I would like to talk about cake. And I think pancake is the most delicious food in Gia Lai. So when you come here, you have to eat that. In Gia Lai, we have two types of pancakes. You can see that the color of the first one is brighter and is a little smaller than the second one. And of course, the price of the first is cheaper than the second. But it's both popular and frequently eaten by people here. The ingredients for baking are very simple, including flour, salt, and onion, made 3/4. Next, the cake dough will be poured into frying pan with cooking oil applied and created a thin layer of cake. After a few minutes, we will sprinkle spring, pork, and bean sprouts on half of the cake surface and fold. Next, we will try for another 20 seconds. Pancake will usually be served with a dipping sauce. The cake will be cut into 3 to 4 pieces, then browned with dry pulse and leisure. Finally, we add in the prepared dipping sauce, creating a perfect combination of flavor. Just take a bite. You will feel its crunchiness, a little sweetness, fat meat with cold taste of vegetable and herb. Here are some places you can go there to have the kind of pancakes you like. Because of the coronavirus disease, you can contact them at the information I put here to have a door-to-door delivery service.
Gia Lai is the cradle of many long-standing cultures, such as Bana and Yarai, expressed through archaeological sites, through the culture of communal houses, stilts, tombs, statues, and traditional festivals. First, I will talk about Rong House. It is one of the cultural symbols of the ethnic people, or is known as communal houses. It can only be found in villages to the north of the Central Highlands, especially in Gia Lai and Kanton provinces. It is a large, imposing, beautifully decorated stilt house built in the middle of the village. It is where the community activities take place, such as weddings, meetings, praying ceremonies. It is also the place for reception of guests. The Rong House of each ethnic group has its own architectural style, design, and decor, but they also have some similar features. In the village, it is often the biggest house roofed with yellow dry yang leaves and having 8 big wood columns. The rafters are decorated with patterns of bright colors depicting religious scenes, the legendary stories about ancient heroes with stylized and other familiar things of the village life. The Rong House is a symbol of the culture of Central Highlands, an age-old and stable culture. The bigger the house, the wealthier the village is, so it is believed to be the pride of the whole village. The second thing I want to mention about is gong. Gong is a traditional musical instrument of people in the Central Highlands. It is derived from cultural traditions and long history. In the spiritual and cultural life of the people here, gongs are very popular. Families and villages have a traditional custom of being very respectful and proud of the gong set of the village and their family. Gong is the symbol of power and wealth. There was a time when a gong was worth 2 elephants or even 20 buffaloes. Gong always presents in all festivals of ethnic people. To their costume, gong is the only one thing that can make God listen to what they say and connect to the supernatural. On November 25, 2005, the Central Highlands gong culture was officially recognized by UNESCO as an intangible and oral cultural masterpiece of mankind. Yalai is also known for its traditional festivals. One of the largest and best-known festivals is the Buffalo Stabbing Festival. Every year at the end of the crop, ethnic minorities organize the greatest festival of the year to express their gratitude to the gods and wish for a prosperous year with many luck and good crops. After the festival, the buffalo's blood is applied on the participants' foreheads to wish for luck and happiness. The rest of the meat is distributed equally to the families in the village. The Central Highlands is not only renowned for its culture of gongs and epic, but also for its wood-carved works, which are rustic and simple, but soulful and mysterious. Even the village elders and researchers can't say when these statues first appeared. For generations, the Central Highlanders have built graves surrounded with wooden statues to honor the dead. Wooden statues of Yalai and Bana are diverse. At the front of the grave, there are often statues depicting the wish for reproduction and growth, expressed by a mother holding a child and people bounding rice. At the corners of the grave, there are statues of people sitting and crying. These statues are made with production tools and from common materials. In addition to the tomb area, there are also sculptures on the stairs, beams, and floors of the people with symbolic meaning, reflecting the dreams and aspirations of the people here, which are prosperity, abundance, and wealth. That is the end of our speech. Thank you for listening.